Howdy everybody. Sorry for the late start. I was a little indisposed, 20 like for the last 20 minutes, but I'm good now. I'm here. Today we are starting another new game, that being Pentiment. I think that's how you pronounce it. I originally thought this word was French, but it's actually I think it's based off of a word that's Italian. I looked up Pentiment to try to see what the name was based off of, and the best thing I could pick up was Pentimento, which was, I think, let me look it up again. It's it's a type of painting, like, it's a term in painting where it's like there's an image that came from before, but it's been changed or it's been like painted over, which might be, I think this game's a mystery, so it might be an indication of like it's like a little reference to the idea that like something's been done and then covered up. Might be what they're going for here. But basically, this is, it's not medieval. It's technically early modern, but it feels medieval, I guess, in terms of how most people describe that. So it's, and it takes place in Bavaria, which is a country that was originally kind of like its own duchy, I think, and was more towards like the center of Europe, I think is the best way to describe it. Now, the modern term for Bavaria, the modern understanding of Bavaria is that it's a German state now, I think. But back, it was its own independent thing back in like the 1600s. So yeah, that is the totality of what I learned from a couple of Wikipedia searches. So I hope you guys, I hope you guys appreciate that. It took me 20 minutes. But we'll just get started right now. I'm digging the art style so far. I appreciate stylized or easy. Well, let it not be said that I'm a coward. I will not shy away from stylized fonts. I appreciate the option, though. Pentiment automatically saves your progress as you play the game. Oh dear. That means no save files. That means no save scumming if I make a mistake. In principio erat verbum e verbum erat apud deum e deus. Whatever. What are we doing? Why is this control so poorly? Hang on. They're like a... Oh. I can confirm to you guys that this does not... Like, I am using my whole mouse pad here. And this is as fast as it's going. Is it like... Hang on. Oh! Hang on. Sorry, my controller's still plugged in. Let's see if this is better. Okay, X. There we go. Alright, so some games when you have your like your controller plugged in at the same time as like your mouse and keyboard, it gets a little funky. Xbox Game Studios presents. Oh yeah, by the way, this game's developed by Obsidian Entertainment, who they're a developer I really like. They made Outer Worlds, not Outer Wilds. They made Outer Worlds, and they also made Pillars of Eternity, which was a very classic-feeling computer RPG. Hey, now we're playing Pentiment. But anyway, Obsidian also made a bunch of other like CRPGs with other publishers, but now they're owned by Microsoft, so they made this. My favorite banana. Nice to see you again, man. Last time I played a game that kind of looked like this was It was Kingdom Come Deliverance. Last game I played that kind of had this sort of Central European, like medieval music and art style to it. Basilic, Bavaria, Holy Roman Empire, April 1518. And I think this is our hero. An artist sleeps. An artist's mind. Oh, nice. We're starting in the mindscape. That's fabulous. Andreas. And the abbot said to me, Andreas, I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. I need you to finish this commission by the end of April. Keep your conversations with Brother Piero to a minimum. Hang on, sorry to do this right away, but I actually have a call. I'll be right back. This should be quick. Sorry, that was a call I was really anticipating, and I used my phone for this whole thing. So like while I was in the middle of my call, my little model thing here was decided to stop functioning. So we should be okay. We're good to go. Yeah, sorry. It was an important thing I needed to talk about, and the call came really unexpectedly, so I had to talk for a little while. But I should be good to go now. So anyway, the abbot said to me, Andreas, I need you to finish this commission by the end of April, I guess. I assume this is gonna determine something about our stats, maybe. Isn't that much earlier than you were expecting? Yes, he had told me I had until the Ides of May. Asshole! and he's not going to pay you anymore, is he? He has no appreciation for the cost of your sweat. The yield of labor should not be measured in coin, but in personal satisfaction and self-improvement. It's Socrates. Personal satisfaction doesn't put much food on the table, though, does it? How did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? I said I would do my best to get it done by the end of April. I told him it would be done when it was done, sometime before the Ides of May. I shrugged and kept on working. Let's say it's done when it's done. That's what I like to hear. What's he going to do? Find someone else to finish your work before May? It's true. Making enemies with the abbot may not be wise, but he needs your work. And the doing of the work is its own virtue, regardless of what the abbot may think. Socrates is over here on the side just being like, your work is valuable on its own. Don't forget that. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Wow. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. The life of an artist must be rough. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. You should definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? What is this game? It looks like an old kid's book. It's Pentiment. It's like a mystery. It's like a mystery kind of, I guess, visual. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's a game by Obsidian. Basically, I think it's designed off of like art and books from like the 1600s. That's why it's so colorful. Oh, Jesus, you should definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? That's what my brother said in his letter, but maybe he's just trying to lift my spirits. The small portrait they said was lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. Oh, who knows? That's not why I'm doing it anyway. Now, let's trust in my brother. It is growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? This is reminding me, weirdly enough, of like how in the opening of Hotline Miami, you've got like 3 color-coded like creatures you talk to, and they all have different personalities and like say different stuff about like your choices and actions. Your choices and actions both being violence in that game. I didn't know Grobian is a saint. Hey, hopefully he's got the little halo around his head. You see it? The little light? Hopefully, but it's out of my control. I don't know, your majesty. I will pray for your safety and a swift return. Grobian, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, your majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, your majesty. Fabulous. Oh my god. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. This guy's getting brutalized down here, holy cow. Grobian is ruffian in English. That's fabulous. I love that. I never do. Ow. At least I would if they'd stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. They're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. These guys are just having a good time. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. Well, the abbot can't push me on. He's just trying to keep order in the abbey. I'm an outsider. I will be fine. I don't want to cause any trouble. Let's be assertive. That's what I like to hear. Ouch. I feel like this guy's deliberately stepping on my feet. Yeah! Oh, I like the ink splatter. That's cool. Would you please stop? Oh, yeah, he's doing it on purpose. I give up. Take me home. Take me him. Eat home, Groby. Is that a fucking typo? The guy in the middle is the best. Yeah, licking the boat. He's just tasting. He's just tasting the travel, I guess. Just enjoying himself. No concerns. I can't believe they wrote it. They worked a typo into the dialogue box. That's crazy. As you wish, Andreas. Oh my god. What is this creature? Good morning, Ursula. Ooh, Monder. Oh my god, I love this. I love these. I love it. It's like a little. You can see the fucking R's just going off because she's a kid. That's amazing. Time to get up. Dude, I'm impressed already. This game's got style. 1. The Baron. April 1518. Okay, 1500s. Let's see. I must have... Oh, you didn't see the girl? Oh, yeah, I must be covering her. Never mind. A few more pages. Wow. This man is slow. I guess it's like a... side-scroller, like... Kind of like a point-and-click adventure. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron... Wait, hang on. Prior Ferenc keeps giving me all these books to read. I really should clean this up. Nah, dude, this is what my desk looks like. It's just piles of books and like random materials elsewhere, like some food in the corner. That's about right. But oh my god. Oh, this game is really cool. Holy shit. What's Ex Libris? Oh shit, that's me. Andreas Mahler, 1518, Nuremberg. A few more pages. Prime. Hour 6. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the abbey so I can start work at the scriptorium. Oh, wow. We've got... I think it's Kiersau, unless that's supposed to be an H, in which case it's Hirsau Abbey. We're in the scriptorium, so we're inside a larger structure. Oh, Kiersav, that's what it's called. Maybe. Oh, no, it's Kiers... Okay, in the bottom left corner here, it was hidden behind you. Oh, that's funny. In the bottom left corner here, we've got Kiersau. I guess they use the V to indicate a U. There's outer Tasling. There's Roman ruins. Interesting. Old salt mine. A couple farms. Oh, Tassing. Okay, that's it. Okay. Oh, the game is brand new. It's brand new. It came out like yesterday. The second S on the list here is like, it has a different font than the rest. I thought it was like an L or something, but I guess it's just 2 S's. There's a midwife. Our Lady of the Labyrinth, to meadow, to forest, to farms east. Zimmerman House, blacksmith. Wow. This map's a little bigger than I was expecting it to be. I could just go back to bed. I'm not tired yet. Perhaps after compline. I guess that's a term for a point of day. That's hang on. Oh my god. Dude, this presentation reminds me of Paper Mario. Like you go and then it just the page turns and that's how you transition from one thing to another. No, this is a little girl. It's Ursula. And fabulous creature. Look, she's adorable. Do we have any like parents? Oh, there we go. Clara. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Oh, I get it. If they're peasants and they're not as well educated, their handwriting's, like, rougher, I guess. Like, since they don't... I guess since Andreas, like, works for the Abbey, he's got very, like, orthodox handwriting. But, like, they aren't trained to do that, so they write... Their words are less, like, orderly, I guess. That's cool. Ordinary as far as sleeping goes. Well, as long as you didn't sleep poorly. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Otto stopped by? Oh, I see interest. Yes, around dawn. Here you are, Andreas. That's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, and could could we... Oh, there's another typo. Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? That is so interesting that, like, she's got more typos than Andreas did. And if we raised it by 2 groschen? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it, even more than usual, I mean. Of course, it's no problem at all. Besides, we wouldn't want Peter to lose any more of his precious hair. What is that? I'm not sure how to respond to this. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. Oh my god, the saints represent fucking thoughts in your head. You've got Beatrice, Socrates, and the ruffian. Be generous, Andreas. You can spare the money and it will ease their burden. You must take the consequences of inaction into account. What is this shit? Don't they pay taxes every year? Why is this falling on you to fix? I don't know, I do like Socrates. You are under no obligation to pay, but the Gertners will suffer for it. I want to help them, but I don't want to be taken advantage of. Well, wait, were these taxes unexpected? Peter says our taxes didn't go up for years, but ever since we've been married, it's just gone up and up. Interesting. It used to be that if we didn't have the money, we could make payment in kind with some of our crops. The abbot stopped that last year. Now, if we don't get a good price from the miller, it's hard to give the abbey its share. I like how people have been struggling to, like, pay rent and taxes forever. Some things just don't change about people. I know it's not your problem, Andreas, and Peter is too proud to ask you himself. Can you find it in your heart to help us out? I suppose that's not out of the question. Yes, I think I can manage that. We're so grateful, truly, Andreas. I apologize again for asking. It's just awful to be stuck in such a position. That Z is gnarly. Look at that tail. Peter works hard, but it just never seems like it's enough. Saint Luke bless you for helping us out. I need to look up what the saints are, just to, like, just to be certain, like, who they're talking about. Speaking of Saint Luke, how's your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the divine office that Prior Ferenc allows me to work on my masterpiece. A reasonable restrictor, but still going. But slow going. Restriction, but slow going. The city council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. They're like these things are highlighted. Can I no, I can't. I was wondering if I could if the reason they were highlighted was because you could look at it for a better description. But because that was a thing in Tyranny, which was another Obsidian game, but I don't see an option for that. From Nuremberg to a university and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after... Some wandering sounds about right for me. It must be rather frightening, starting all over again. This is a long fucking conversation. I'm confused that some things are written in German, like Groschen, but Nuremberg is Nuremberg. Yeah. I guess if it's like a, I guess if it's like a term that's still in, use, or it's been Romanized or whatever since like between like this time period and now, maybe they just kind of use the more modern word. I'm not sure. I owe it to my family to make something of my life. It is, but I know that this is what I want to do. We'll be more independent. Not many people get to decide that. Certainly not anyone in Tassing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. But you wouldn't write anything with sh in English, right? No, there's some. What is it? We definitely use SCH in a few different things. I don't know, but it's like, I think, because like Groschen was like, it's like a currency, so maybe like they had a different consideration for writing the word out. Like we still like if it's and like if the German word just kind of works fine, like we still use the word schnapps, you know, and like when we're referring to the alcohol, so it's like it's, you know, like if the word works, it works. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. It is. It's my finest work. It's getting there, or well, it's hard to say until it's done. I'll say it's getting there. Hard work will get you all the way. That's what my father used to say. God rest his soul. Now, I have to get back to my own work. The constant typos are funny. Especially since, like, you know, they always, like, fix them right afterwards. That's fucking... Like, I've been writing a lot of notes recently, so that's kind of relatable. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. I'm gonna have to get used to these terms for, like, the time. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Of course. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. Hello, Andreas. That's all Eva has to say to us. Alright, let's go to the farm. Been talking a lot. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, this game, there is no vertical movement. This game is purely horizontal, I see. Who's this guy? He doesn't want to talk to us. He's fucking huge. Oh, there he is. Big George. Or Jorg, I guess. Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big George. That's just what everyone calls him, I guess. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with the plow, and it took me... Lord knows how long to pull it out. Big Jorg. You off to the Abbey? I wonder... Is that... Hello, this man immediately. You off to the Abbey? Every day but Sunday. Right. Thank God. Thank God for Sundays. Smells like a storm's coming, no? Just smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your Wanderhaar? What the fuck? Wanderhaar? Before you came to Tassing? Oh no. Background information. Flanders. Pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. Press and hold to confirm your choice. Basil. Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. Andreas knows some Dutch and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. Italy. Andreas knows Italian a little. Rather hard is like hiking years. Oh, I see. Andreas, I'm glad I have a professional here, like someone who knows a little. Italy. Andreas knows Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. I kind of want to know some French. And we've got the Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg, so I'm guess that's Italian and French. This is Dutch and French. All three make sense, yeah. I guess we'll go to Flanders. Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. All the great art cities of Flanders. Where's that? North and west, down by the sea. There's your problem. The sea air has confused your sense of smell. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big Jorg. What'd you spend all that time in Flanders doing, anyway? Other than art, I mean. Oh dear. He did this. Andreas seeks out pleasure wherever he goes. He is extremely social and quite experienced in all the enjoyable vices of the world. Craftsman. Andreas lives to work and dedicates all of his time to his art. Boring. Bookworm. Andreas spends all of his non-working free time finding and reading as many books as he possibly can. Rapscallion. Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. Businessman. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. I do want to fight people. We can do that. Getting into trouble. I got involved in a scheme or two. A bit of mischief. A little hootenanny. More than a few brawls. Antwerp is overflowing with riches, rich fools, and traders from across Christendom and beyond. There's always someone to have a bit of fun with, or a bit of a fight. Sounds like a strange way to puss the time, Andreas. Pass the time. Anyway, I have to get going. I like how the writing style is also different, like depending on if it's Andreas or like a peasant talking, because the peasants just it's just straight ink to paper, like they just kind of write the words, and sometimes they pause because I guess they're thinking about how to write the rest of the sentence. But Andreas, like everything's very cleanly and smoothing, like he sketches out the outlines of the letters and then fills them in with ink. Also, there's a bug on my hat. Jorg, let's go. Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andreas. Until later. Yeah, you see that? Until later. Alright, so that's into the town commons. Does Peter have anything to say? Andreas. Man lives to work. Hey, Andreas, you say hello to the girls today? Eva and Clara? Clara, that's what I thought. No, I mean the chickens. Peter, James, and John. They like it when you stroke their back or give them a good scratch under the breast. You named your chickens after the apostles? Isn't that blasphemy? I guess when you put it plain like that. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. They witness great moments of glory and they witness Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls and me. They see everything I deal with around here. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense to me, Big Short. You have much in common with Christ. Word of advice. Don't mention that to anyone else. Especially the Father. Let's warn this man. It's fine, I get it. I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, we sell them to the Bowers. Clara says we need the extra money for taxes. God, what's with the taxes? Anyway, I should get back to it. Until later, Andreas. Until then. There's ill Peter. Wait, so we've got Peter, and then we have the lesser, sicker Peter, who's hanging out with the pig. Look at these fucking pigs. Holy shit. Are they okay? God bless you. Andreas. Oh, yes, Andreas. This weather's been god-awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. Way smarter than people expect him to be, I bet, yeah. I don't think the townsfolk can do much about the weather. Were things very different when you were young? I don't think... we'll ask him if these were different. As different as beer and piss. Ooh. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to to keep the skies clear. Oh. Interesting. The weather clear. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the white lady's name was on our lips. The church banned all observances of pagan gods, ill Peter. What sort of old customs? I thought St. Moritz protected tassing. You think that spirits have been fouling the weather since no one follows the customs anymore? Ha! Sharper than you look, eh? The Saints weren't the first to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Ranning Kemper knew that. Oh, options gives you a glossary. Hang on. Wait, hang on. The bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. What do these traditions entail? When you get up in the night to take a piss, go around the right side of the house and never go back the same way. That way, the witches don't steal your soul. Okay, buddy. Oh, interesting. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Is God a defined term? No. I guess they assumed I don't need it. The sheep are barring my way. I can't pass them. Alright. Into the town commons. Andrus Schmidt Smithy. It's so much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. God, I accidentally pressed the button a second time. How's it going, Andrus? Hello, Andreas. These sheep are everywhere. Wait, can I go down? Oh, I can't. Okay, so the paths are fixed. Noted. So I can choose which direction I go. What is with all the sheep everywhere? Holy shit. Is this normal? Martin. What? Okay, that's it. That's all he has to say. Eddie. Hey, Andreas. Veronica. Hello, Andreas. Well, I guess everyone knows us. What's going on back there? This guy looks really uncomfortable on the horse here, being told off by this guy, who's backed by an army of sheep. Christ. I like how they added the flies, just to make it very clear that these farm animals stink. Where am I going? There's a lot happening in town today. There is. Looks like it's busy. Everyone's doing work, but sheep are everywhere. Okay, where the hell am I going? Okay, it's prime, which is 6 in the morning. Work hours. God damn, these people work early. Okay, so if my passage is cut off in the town commons, where am I supposed to go here? Oh, okay, I was supposed to walk down here. Gotcha. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Ah, morning, Andreas. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. God, So one of the fence posts fell down, and then all the sheep are like, "We're free! Jailbreak!" And then immediately ran out to the town, and they're like, "Alright, I'm just gonna sit here." Ooh, we can think. Should I offer to help? Perhaps. Helping others also helps us. It allows us to feel useful and take satisfaction in our work. Man, even Socrates makes fucking typos. That idiot Martin should be helping them. Yell at him. Give him a good scare. Yeah, let's yell at Martin. Wait, that's presumptuous. I'm not close to their family. Martin, idiot, you going to help them? Hang on. Is there something I can do to help? Have you ever handled sheep before? They accomplished their goal, and now they have grass. They have all the grass they could possibly want to eat. All the grass in the world. Yeah, good point. Oh, look, there's something going on up at the Steinauer's place. He's been pointing at that guy for a while. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Is that a typo? Lucky. Oh, Lucky's giving him an earful. God, Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when... Carla. Clara? Since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johann pulled his pants down. Knocked 2 of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Oh, I can imagine. Do you imagine getting punched by a guy who, like, works with rocks all day? That'd be fucking rough. Do you think he's a noble? He looks really rich. Oh, I noticed another detail. Like, you see really rich here. Like I think the letters get faded out, and then they get really thick right at ICH because the reason they pause is because they're dipping their pen in the inkwell to like write again, which is why it dries out close to the end, and then it gets like it's like extra inky like after that. God damn it, Martin! Stay out of trouble for once. What on, Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Of course. See you later. Hope you're on your cousin, alright? Eat shit, Andreas. Shut the fuck up, Martin. Game's font system is cool. It is cool. Alright, we made it past the sheep barricade. Oh, it just moved down. Now they're blocking the path to the forest. Fucking Martin. Oh my god. Wait. Holy shit. He's an ink block typer. Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey, another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Oh, okay. They skipped the whole animation, but now he just blots the whole sentence at once. That's fucking wild. Holy shit. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. Hang on. Oh my... Wait, hang on. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, so it provides you images of characters that are mentioned. Okay, I get it. So Marie's the one down there, and Bert's the fucking kid with the hat on the right. And to indicate which word it's for, you get these hands with these extra long fingers. That's funny. Holy shit. You really need to see those new woodcuts. Oh my god, those woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from... heresy? Witch mania? Adventure stories of questionable moral repute? Okay, let's not be rude. Adventure stories of questionable moral repute. He doesn't mind those so much, actually. No? As long as they don't get too... carnal. Oh. Look at Andreas' face. So, supper tonight after Vespers? Didn't Clara want to see it? Vespers. Monastic hour at dusk. One of the major prayer hours. It is followed by supper. Aren't we hanging out with Clara after Vespers? We'll see. If not tonight, sometime soon then. See you later, Andreas. See you later. God, that is so cool. God bless Master Mahler. I hope your week is going well. This guy's got a different font. Look at that G. That bird in the book margin was not okay. Fucking... Oh my god, you're right. The one on the bottom left here with the fucking nose. Holy cow. Oh my god. What is that thing on the bottom right? Looks like it's got wings, and it's like some kind of... I have no idea what's going on here, dude. Hope your week is going well. I do remember when, I don't know if it was on, like, Tumblr or Twitter or something, but there was, like, someone who, like, made, like, a whole compilation of pictures from, like, medieval manuscripts and stuff where dudes would just draw snails in, like, they would draw snails in the margins because they were bored. They look very familiar to me. I think it's some old-school German drawings. That makes sense. I remember like a bunch of like they like apparently students when they would get bored they would like draw little pictures of like shit in the margins and from fairy tales and stuff. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's probably hang on. Yeah, that looks like a fairy tale creature. That also explains why the rabbits are all blowing horns and stuff. But yeah, like for some reason there was a lot of like dudes fighting snails. It was kind of funny. Anyway, God bless Master Mauler. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. I'm just on my way up the hill to get to work. Good, good. Andreas, I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning mass. Oh, no. I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Oh, I don't want to offend him. I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument with him about this. Would going to church on Sunday be such a burden? If not for his sake, consider it for your own. Sir, if I walked into church, I would explode. Well, Kurt, you wouldn't survive. You wouldn't survive Bavaria. I'm sorry. Early modern Bavaria. A man has many duties. Father Thomas should appreciate how hard you work to help the Abbey. This asshole can't make you go to mass. To hell with him. Jesus Christ. We'll see if Socrates seems like the most diplomatic option here. Almost everyone in town works hard, though. This looks like we're about to get cut off. Andreas, this is about more than your success in this life. There is a... Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Oh, he's about to schmooze. Master Mauler, this is Lorenz, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Prosperous imperial free city in the western part of the empire. Located on the Rhine River, Worms has been the site of many imperial diets. Interesting. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. Worms. I see. Mauler is painter. Oh, nice to know. Thank you. What? His last name's Peyton. Oh, no, wait, that makes sense. Because, like, didn't people used to be, like the last names used to just be their occupation? That makes sense. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. Venice is one of the most powerful republics on the Italian peninsula. Oh, right, it's its own thing right now. Sitting on the northwest coast of the Adriatic Sea, Venice is a major center for commerce and art in southern Europe. Innsbruck is capital of the Austrian county of Tyrol and a major stop on the Imperial Road connecting Italy and Bavaria. It is the closest major city to Curacao Abbey and Tassing. Notably, it was also the site of witch trials in 1485. Wow, this is a running thing. Those figures get me every time. They're getting me too. Look at that. No, but it's also like the little extra illustrations. Like, look at this fucking radish on the right here with the face. Like, look at him. He's so handsome. Oh, jeez. I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the Emperor's diet. Oh yes, please describe that for me. An imperial diet is an assembly of the three colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire: the prince-electors, the princes and dukes, and representatives of the imperial cities. They meet to deliberate on matters of importance to the empire. Okay, so it's like when it's like a congress of like officials that get together and discuss things. I just noticed that in the background here, like, so we've got the buildings in front, which are one art style, but they completely change it for the background, which is like, it looks more like what's the best word? It looks less like something you'd see in like an official like book like drawn by someone who like was educated in a monastery. It looks more like something more like pastoral. Yeah, sketched is one way to put it. The Emperor, was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. Well, I don't want to speak out of turn. If this guy gets pissed at me, it's just gonna be a whole fucking thing. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kirsau. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. I like how it's like 50-50 whether my brain like auto-corrects the words or not. Father oh, it's Matthias. Abbot of Kirsau before Father Gernot. Widely respected by the monks and nuns as well as the people of Tassig. Known for his kindness and his love of books. Oh, that's nice. Wait, is that a bird getting eaten by a dog or something on the bottom right? Why are his teeth so straight? Holy cow. He doesn't look like... He's not having a good time. These animals are just having a whole fucking debacle in the margins of this book. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across the... Is that? A copy... Oh, a copy of the Historia Tassiae he was reading during my last visit. God damn. This is a lot of words. A lot of words I don't know. Historia Tassiae, an account of the early history of Tassing. Okay. Kirsau's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the abbey as a gift. Oh, this is going to be relevant to the mystery. Okay, so the previous abbot... Okay, gotcha. That'll be relevant later, I bet. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Ah, yes. But I must be off. There'll be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript for the Abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on its progress. Gernot. Ah, he's got the friar haircut with like the bald circle on the top. Oh, my lord, if you've come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mahler here. Not quite a true master yet. I still have to marry him, but I'm just going to tell him. It's an honor to meet you, my lord. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey's scriptorium. Nuremberg is a free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade center and city of arts, including printing. Noted. Scriptorium is a room for writing, illustrating, and illuminating manuscripts. Though typically associated with monasteries, they have disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. Aw, that's kind of sad. A Nuremberger artist working in an abbey scriptorium in 1518. Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. This guy would have like... If this Lorenz guy was like alive now, he'd have some kind of fucking like Instagram account where he just like shovels drama for his like 50 billion followers. Of course, my lord, it would be an honor. Well, I'm already late to the abbey, but I suppose it's all right. Surely my lord will find little entertainment or companionship in me. We'll be humble in an attempt to get out of this. I have yet to judge the quality of your entertainment, though it sounds like we're off to a bad start. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What's he going to do? Refuse us? Oh, aye. Excellent. We will see you then. Niklaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mahler. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. Alright, I guess we're stuck. Oh no. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth, I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Erfurt is one of the most populous cities of the empire and is located near its heart. It has been home to a respected university since 1379 and is a center for humanist thought. Oh, nice. Erfurt, wonderful. The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. Oh, dear. Oh, shit, wait, hang on. I need to look something up. 99 Theses. When was that? Written in 1517, so the year before this. Okay. Was this, hang on, let me check this real quick. Okay, so the Protestant Reformation's about to happen, I guess. Martin Luther, priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg, controversial for his opinions on the church's sale of indulgences, there it is, to forgive sin, which were recently published and distributed throughout the empire. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Jesus, this dude's face is like perpetually fixed in that smug look. Wait, you may even have met him. Have you? Did you? You must tell me. Ah, no, he was a few years ahead of me. Still, his ideas seem fascinating. I agree, wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his list of there it is, of 95, sorry, not 99, 95 theses against the church. Where are we at? A list of propositions against the church's practice of selling indulgences for the remission of sin. It was written in 1517 by Martin Luther. Oh, thank goodness for European history, otherwise I'd have no idea what was going on. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Forgive me, Baron, but did you attend university? You seem very well educated. Haha, no. My family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. Basically, he just wanted to bang and be a priest. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus, and everyone in between and yet to come. I mean, wanting to bang has been, like, a big thing in, like, Catholic and Christian, like, history, hasn't it? Like, wasn't it, like, Henry VIII that, like, invented Anglicanism just so that he could marry, like, just so that he could divorce his wife? Like, that takes dedication. To say, oh yeah, the church doesn't want me to divorce my wife. I'm making a new church with blackjack and hookers. His people all went to France and later to the USA. Oh yeah, the Calvinists. I know about that one. Or not the Calvinists, the Lutherans. Calvinists were a different group of people that came to the United States, and they had a really interesting. They built some really interesting societies here. That is a lot of fingers. You are correct. There's either two separate men with extremely long index fingers pointing to this, or the man with the super long index fingers has 4 arms, and he's pointing at all these different things. Look here! Cicero, statesman, scholar, lawyer, and renowned orator of the late Roman Republic. He is revered both for his contributions to Latin literature and his skill at rhetoric. Marsilio Ficino was a 15th century Italian priest and humanist who was one of the leading figures of the Italian Renaissance. He is well known for his translations of the works of Plato into Latin. Aristotle, Greek philosopher and student of Plato, renowned as a polymath who wrote on a wide variety of subjects. His work is extensively cited by current scholars, and even more work is attributed to him than he could have ever written. Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch priest and philosopher who is preeminent among northern humanists. He is known for his works in Latin and Greek, as well as his calls for reform within the church. Hang on, let me look something else up. When did Galileo do his thing? Oh, he wasn't born yet. Okay, gotcha. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? Oh, whoa. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? Holy shit. He flipped his... Oh my god. Dude, they rewrote the font. Is it because, like, since he's educated? Oh my god, that's funny. So, like, since he's like a scholar, now, like, his font changed. That's nuts. That's cool. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Oh dear. Pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. Theology. Andreas has a strong understanding of Catholic theology, biblical knowledge, canon law, heresies, and similar subjects. Imperial law. Andreas knows the basics of the fractured systems of laws that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire. Medicine. Andreas is familiar with the basics of human biology, medicine, and illness. Well, medicine sounds useful, and so does law. Theology could be useful specifically with the church, but that's kind of not the direction I think I'm taking Andreas here. I guess we'll go with medicine. All things medical, studying the latest and greatest texts coming out of Italy. Hey, do you like leeches? Yes, the Italians continue to innovate in that area. Extraordinary, really. Fascinating work. Who knows what secrets we may learn about the human body in the decades to come. You! If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Oh, is this the witch woman? Curse you, Lorenz Rothvogel. Prekta's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind of faith. Who's Berkta? Pagan goddess of the Alps, associated with animals and spinning wool. She is still invoked by some Christians in Austria, Switzerland, Bavaria, and Swabia. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? Well, what of your early time in the university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium yet. Oh god. Trivium and quadrivium represent the lower and upper divisions of a classic liberal arts university education. Latin, grammar, logic, and rhetoric form the trivium. Arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy form the quadrivium. Interesting. Okay. Neat. That's a thing I can do. Latin, grammar, logic, and rhetoric. Okay. Did you have a favorite subject? Oh god, we're really... Jesus Christ. We're doing a lot here. Okay, heavens and earth. It's a bee and a rainbow. Andreas knows a great deal about the constellations, heavenly bodies, and their movement. He's also familiar with various plants and animals from study and personal experience. So we can be, we can get into astrology. Andreas knows a soul-endangering amount of theoretical and practical knowledge on alchemy, astrology, theurgy, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. Order. Andreas excelled at rhetoric in university. He is a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. Logician. Andreas instinctively thinks through the implications of information as he receives it, is adept at spatial analysis, and can easily perform complicated calculations in his head. Latinist. Andreas has a strong command of Latin grammar and vocabulary. He can also easily recall sententiae, antiquae, quoted works of wisdom from the Roman Republic and Empire. I have a friend who studied classics. I should ask them a few things. I'm kind of leaning towards occultist, to be totally honest, because this might be funny. There's also, we can also do heavens and earth, which is about constellations and the heavenly bodies. Do we learn the birds and the bees, or do we learn necromancy? What do you guys think? I can't. They're all really good. Yeah, these all seem like they'd apply in really important ways. It's also interesting that they're going with like a hard like. I wonder if the font changes if you take Latinist. I doubt it, because I think the font that Andreas uses is specifically for like educated people. Fuck it, let's go occultist. This seems funny. Yeah. I use my access to the university's library to pursue more of the esoteric interests. Oh? Esoteric how? Mystical texts, books on alchemy, invoking spirits, divination. Purely academic, of course. Of course. I started with Ficino's Corpus Hermeticum, and my interest only deepened from there. A compilation of 17 religious and philosophical treatises encompassing the soteriology of Hermes Trismegistus, or Thrice Great Hermes. The centuries-old texts reflect Egyptian, Greek, and Jewish traditions and ideas that were translated into Latin in the late 15th century by Marsilio Ficino and Lodovico Lazzarelli. Interesting. That's just someone's cat. It's a loaf. And the one that's licking its own testes. That's funny. Quite interesting. I do think it's funny that like someone could be working on like a text, like they're translating something into Latin, right? And then they just kind of like look to the side and then see their cat and then just kind of decide to doodle in like the margins, just like, yeah, look at this fucking cat. Like someone taking a picture of their cat doing something cute, like and posting it like after like while they're in the middle of homework or something. Quite interesting, Andreas. I'll make some time to speak with you more on this topic during my stay. I look forward to it, my lord. And your other studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? Oh, I could pick a second one! Okay, hell yeah. I love studying the natural world, my lord. Both the heavens above and the wild spaces around us. Dude, check cat pictures of the 1500. They all look super weird. They do. I've seen those. The really freaky ones are the ones where the cat has like a completely flat face and it's got human features. It's fucking weird. Formerly, I studied as much astronomy as I could. It's incredible how much we've learned from both the Arabs and the Greeks. True, but even now we continue to discover more about what we can see within the celestial sphere. I remember when I heard the term Arabic numerals for the first time, and it's like, oh yeah, these are Arabic numerals, and I looked at like what the symbols were, and I was like, those are numbers. those aren't numerals or whatever you're telling me that is. Yeah, it's like they couldn't draw anything facing the painter. Yeah. It's depth. They hadn't invented a depth in art yet for specifically for cats. What began as pagan myths to explain our place in the world may help us understand our place in the heavens. And this may seem foolish, but I spent a lot of time in the wilderness learning about plants and animals. Really, did the libraries of Erfurt not have enough herbals to satisfy your curiosity? I don't mean to malign our most august Greek and Roman authors, but De Materia Medica was written before the coming of Christ. And that's a pharmacopoeia, or book for creating compound medicines, written by Pedanius Dioscorides, a Greek physician and botanist who was employed in the Roman army. The 5-volume text has been a primary source of botanical information for centuries. Ooh. Surely there is more that we can learn about plants, insects, and animals by observing them in nature. And beyond that, I simply have a love for wild places. While I do not share your academic interest in nature, I must admit that I sometimes enjoy the solitude of a walk in the woods. Ah, there's the abbey. Look at that. It looks so geometric from here. I have good memories of this place, and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? Did you come to know of Kiersau at all? How did you come to know of Kiersau at all? My family have been patrons of Kiersau for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Kiersau had a wonderful library, still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Oh yeah, that's why the scriptorians died out, because of the printing press. That makes sense. So like the art of like the art of hang on. The art of like copying books down was like lost because or not lost, but like it died down because it wasn't necessary anymore because they had a faster, cheaper way to mass produce text. Well, there's not much left of it these days. 2 old men, a young scribe, and me. This is as good a place as any to create art. The artists that remain here are quite talented, if a bit old-fashioned. Let's not shit on our fellow artists. Well, Kiersau is more than a bit old-fashioned. Some of my friends think I'm mad for commissioning a manuscript from an abbey in this day and age. But, well, my family have been patrons of Kiersau for generations. It seems wrong to stop now while there's still talent here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gernot a year ago. I pronounced the man's name like 5 different ways. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do know the artist well, the venerable brother Piero. How's he looking? Oh my god, this man is ancient. How venerable. He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color, and I very much look forward to seeing it. This is cool. It's like, it's very different from the other stuff Obsidian, like, pumps out. Niklaus, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey. Yes, my lord. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Oh my goodness. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. Benedictine, founded in the 6th century. What the hell is going on the right here? Founded in the 6th century, the Benedictines are a Christian monastic order that observes vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, and stability under the rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia. In the 6th century, they've been going on for a full millennia. Wow, millennium. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then, Curacao is a place out of time in more ways than one. Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seems to recognize you. Why were they closed? Say nothing. And famous for making beer. Hell yeah. Monks and nuns living side by side cannot behave themselves. Oh. I don't blame them, though. The church shouldn't either. It's just human nature after all. Did you guys read that, like, that headline about that guy who had died without having seen a single woman? So, like, he had attained maximum purity by the time he passed away or something. Like, literally doesn't know what a woman looks like. Ah, you must be Father Gernot. I'm Lorenz, Baron of... Oh my god, this font! Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Holy shit. I thought that was a joke. Oh. Was it a joke? It seemed pretty serious when I read it. Like, I read a whole article. Although it might have been a joke. I might have missed something. Ah, if you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes. I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? The thing I love about this game is that, like, the font reveal is, like, hitting me each time, you know? Like, when the printer guy, came up and they showed all the blocks and then, like, pressed the blocks in, I was like, whoa! And then this guy with, like, the gothic script is also, like, this is amazing. Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Atreus, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. Of course, Father, I'm eager to get to work. Why are you taking this out on me? He's not my problem. Is this a bad time to ask for an advance on my payment for the Book of Hours? A type of illuminated manuscript that contains an abbreviated form of the prayers for the divine office in addition to other religious texts. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons often commission lavish examples with elaborate illustrations. Oh. Okay. Yeah, listen, but can you pay me? It's very interesting what style they chose and what they did with it. Yeah. Then get to work. Shit. I should have asked him about advance for the Gertner's taxes. No, I don't think that would have helped. Maybe I could just convince Father Mathieu to pay me early. Mathieu. He's got glasses. Oh my god. Look at him. His glasses are so big, but his face is so small. If all else fails, I could liberate some money from the Sanctity. Oh dear. The Gertner's taxes. Find a way to get paid. There's the cloister. Ask Father Gernot. Okay. Oh, I took my hat off now that I'm inside. Neat. Okay. Oh, shit, it's a whole place. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah, Kirsau's the Baron's name is funny too. Roth, Rot, Red, Vogel, Bird. Oh, okay. Red Bird, interesting. God bless you, Andreas. This is Rudiger. Has your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass, Rudiger? Oh yes, it was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord could give us his all on Easter. Exactly. Have a good day in the scriptorium. Have a good day singing. Oh, I want to hear some singing. That'd be fun. Cloister, the crypt, the tower. Could I... Oh my god, hang on.
Agnus redemit oves, Christus innocens Patris.
I love it. Alright, Mathieu. God bless you, Andreas. How's the sacristy today, Mathieu? The same as yesterday. Is this how tall this man is? I'd be really shocked. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mahler? No, I was just being friendly. Then go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasures are secure for another day. God be with you. One more thing. I have a favor to ask of you. Yes, Andreas? I was hoping you could give me my pay for the latest manuscript early. This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Gernot. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate, not before. I only have a few pages left, Brother Mathieu. I'll finish them in the next few days anyway. Then I think you can wait a few days to collect your wages. This abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. The fact that you can hear it still is super good. That's very much how sound carries in this place, yeah. Breaking such contracts would cause undue trouble, not only for Kirsau, but for Tassing as well. Is that why Father Abbot has increases the taxes on the Gertners? What is this about, Andreas? The Gertners have asked me for the rent early so they can pay their taxes to the Abbey. I need the money, brother. I made a grave error and I'm in debt. If I had the coin, I'd be able to pay it off. I would like to help the Gertners pay their taxes to the Abbey. Let's not... This sounds like I would put them in the line of fire if I said they asked me for it. But it seems reasonable to say this, doesn't it? Like, just like, they need to pay their taxes. It does implicate, it does. But if I say I would like to help, this makes it seem like it's voluntary and not necessary, and this guy seems like a hard ass, so I don't really think that would get us what we want. To the first one. I see, very well. Do not ask this of me again, Andreas Mahler. Here you are. I shall note this with Father Gernot and Prior Ferenc. Okay, yeah, he misspelled it. I was like, that's not what an O looks like, is it? Thank you, Brother Mathieu. Humph. God bless you, Andreas. Alright, now that I've got my payment, I can give Clara the rent early. Well, let's give it to her directly. If I put it on the table, that sounds risky. Old Bailey. I like how it's an interesting detail they've got where, like, if you stand outside, like, you can hear all the birds singing and, like, all the, like, the sounds of nature, but when you step inside, completely quiet. You just kind of hear, like, the idle blowing of the wind. Oh my god, who's this? Sabat. He looks like he's in a totally different art style. God give you health, Master Mahler. Brother Sabat, I'm surprised to see you here, still here. As am I, but I will be leaving soon, returning to Rome. Ah, he's Mediterranean, that's why he's got a different skin tone. I and my bishop regret that we could not reciprocate Father Rudolph's generosity earlier. He showed much kindness to our priests at the Council of Constance many, many years ago. Yeah, that's what I thought. Council Constance, meeting of bishops that took place between 1414 and 1418 in the Diocese of Constance to end the papal schism. Oh, right. It was also notable for the condemnation and capture of the Bohemian theologian Jan Hus. No! Wasn't that guy super radical? I remember him popping up a lot in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Rome. Will you remain in Rome? Though outshone by its northern neighbor, Florence, Rome is still the seat of power for the Catholic Church and an impressive center for the arts. Actually, hang on. Let me look something up. It's definitely later. I'm not very good with years, which is why a lot of, like, the different, like, things in my head are, like, mixed together. When... Oh, okay, so Italian Renaissance. Assassins, Creed, Revelations. What year did that take place? Setting of characters. 1511. Okay, so Ezio, like... I think Ezio died or something right before this game takes place. If Ezio was real. That is up to my bishop, but I will miss these mountains in any case. You should travel to Ethiopia. Oh, he's from Ethiopia, Master Mahler, and see the highlands. God has blessed my home with a wondrous beauty. I would love to, someday. I still need to return to Nuremberg and open my workshop. Yes, someday. Until then, if you're ever in Rome, I may still be around. He's Ethiopian. That's neat. I would like that. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it would be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. The townsfolk? I am accustomed to strange looks, especially in rural places like these, but I have had kind words with the baker and his wife. Oh yes, the Albans, Ulrich and Gret. Ulrich looks like a mean motherfucker, and Gret looks like she bakes a mean loaf of bread. Doesn't Ulrich kind of look like Snape? He does, doesn't he? Kind of looks like Alan Rickman. I offered to tell a story to the children and their mothers over a meal someday. Gret seemed excited about the idea, but I would be more comfortable if you were there as well. Fuck. People keep inviting me to dinner. This seems important. I can make time. Thank you, Andreas. I look forward to it. God give you health. Sabat. Interesting guy. Okay. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, neat. The illustrations changed. Are these, like, randomized? Is that why they're so separated? That dog is looking interesting. Wait. What? You see this thing on the right here with the axe? Not the rabbit, the thing below it? It doesn't have a head. It's just got a hand. That's funky. Okay, hang on. So, map is triangle. That's right. Cloister, Courier, and Lavatorium. Hang on. They got a turlet? I just looked it up. His art style does look like art in the early 1500s in Ethiopia. That's fucking cool. Oh, this is the trough. What do you do with this? Is this where you... It's called a lavatorium. I guess that's just where you wash your hands. I don't know where these guys take their dumps. I'm curious. I don't really want to know, but I kind of really want to know. Okay, so we have to cross the Old Bailey. I think I went in the wrong direction. Okay, no, we can get up there. The graves. We're probably gonna come back here. The apple trees have only started to bloom. It will be months before they bear fruit. There's the Old Bailey. Oh, hot damn. What is this? A monument to the founder of the abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. Neat. Why they... If they were gonna make a monument to her, why'd they draw her as a skeleton? Why'd they carve her as a skeleton? Oh dear. Oh shit, hang on. Let's check out some animals. The Fuddens. Oh my god, look at this chicken. Wait. Look. This chicken turns his head. Like, oh no, when the chicken turned his head, like you can see like the other side of his head. That was neat. I like that. I thought everything was like two-dimensional. Burt. Bulk means like people, right? Like folk. That chicken is extremely animated. I like it. I like all the animals. I like how some of them look kind of close to what you'd expect an animal to look like, and then you've got the pigs that look like some like freaky demon creatures. And here, the Prior's house. Oh hell yeah, get me in there. What's up? What is this? A Volvel? I've seen these before in astronomy and medical tracks. What's this? What's this one? Faux. 2 wheels. The top wheel has geek Greek letters and holes cut out to reveal Latin letters underneath. And the outer edge of the lower wheel is divided into 4 sections, each bearing an elemental symbol. I've got options. Greek, Latin, and elemental symbols. It's obvious someone with occult interests fashioned this. The lines connecting the holes form constellations: Cassiopeia, the Great Wagon, Libra, and Aries. A quarter turn of the upper disc aligns a different elemental symbol with the top of the lower disc. Oh, I remember these. The little triangles with the lines through them were, like, you use them when you're doing alchemy in Kingdom Come. And that reveals a different set of letters underneath. I wonder what it's for. A cipher of some sort? I need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. I think I was supposed to pick this up later. You know, and I'm not sure if the game expected me to break into the Prior's house already. Alright, Scriptorium. We should probably work. We should probably get our job done. Guy. Good day, Andreas. How's your morning going, brother Guy? Is it Guy or Gooey? I'm gonna say Guy because it's funnier. It's fine. More contracts for the abbot. Sup, Guy. Sup, bro. Which would you rather be making, contracts or manuscripts? I honestly don't care, Andreas. As long as the abbot is impressed, he could have me write the first chapter of Genesis until Judgment Day. Holy cow. Does the abbot's opinion mean that much to you? The abbots and the priors both. You're lucky. When you're done with this, you're going home. I'm never going to see Burgundy again. I need to make the best of the next 40 years. Holy cow. Burgundy is a powerful former duchy of eastern France that became a province in 1477, known for its wine, art, monasteries, and courtly fashion. Ah, yes. That's Burgundy. It was really funny. I did what was it? I made Coq au vin like a while back. I think I told you guys about that. And it was funny because it was like Coq au vin is chicken in wine. You braise it in wine, and it was really interesting because like I knew the recipe I had was good because the person specified you need a robust red wine for this recipe. Bonus points, preferably if you get it from Burgundy. So I was like, ooh, okay. I don't know if my taste buds are educated enough to tell the difference, but sure. This is Adok. God bless you, Andreas. How are you feeling today, brother Adok? Oh, mill? Is that what that says? Oh, mill. That's easy. I am well. Well done, my son. His eyes fucking got super wide. Well done, my son. It is early. I will give you a harder one later. I look forward to all of your anagrams, brother Adok. Literal nut. Ah, yes, until then. Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, brother Piero. Good to see you as well. This man's got turbo scoliosis. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Big Jordan Gertner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Does Gertner mean gardener? Is that what that is? Like farmer, you know? Brother Adok has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming. Ooh, spicy. Do not forget, brother Guy, the fate of the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, brother Adok? I am comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord, in his ineffable wisdom, may choose to strike down. I'm not getting into this cat fight. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Ferenc is not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lorenz Rothvogel had arrived and he hurried out like a little mouse. Ferenc is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvogel. It's pathetic. You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful. Oh no, Baron Rothvogel, his manuscript. I just realized that he will want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course that's why he's visiting. Oh no, have you been procrastinating, Brother Piotr? Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patrons' visits. Oh, sure, Mather, I'll give you something to worry about. What's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like everyone else. Guys, someday you will stand where Piero is, and a young monk will stand where you are now. Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Andreas, Brother Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freising, who's a religious and secular ruler of scattered territories in the whole Roman Empire, including the lands containing Tassing and Kirsau Abbey. Okay, he's the man in charge, got it. Kirsau is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Ferenc isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Should we finish that thing that we got paid for? Oh, that's right. I need to reference the Indermauer manuscript, which is a prominent family of the Swiss Confederacy and Austria. I'm learning so much. Indermauer, that sounds like it means something. What do you want, Andreas? Book. The Indermauer manuscript. The Book of Hours. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? What do you mean? I mean, did you sleep alone? Or... Why do you want to know? It would be nice to have something to think about during divine reading. What, you wanna... Man, I have to sleep. You're flying to Sicily tomorrow. Have good fun with this amazing game, guys. Until next time. Until next time, man. Thanks for coming in. Fly safely. Lectio Divina is the thoughtful reading and meditation on Scripture. The practice leads to prayer and contemplation. It is a daily part of life in the Benedictine communities. Ooh. Have you considered Lord? I don't know. She's about to fucking annihilate me if I say this, I think. Can I just get the book? Ugh. That's all that way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? I'm sorry, but I really can't. I need to reference it for my work. Really? My feet hurt and the stairs are so steep. I'm just going to ask Illuminata to get it. Oh, wow. She looks interesting. Sister Illuminata! Andreas needs help finding a book, and I don't know where it is. Andreas? Sister Illuminata, I'd like to borrow the Indermauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. Yes, I overheard. Here, please return it promptly. Do they have to do this through the door so that, like, the guys don't look at the women? Is that how this works? Do you need something, Piotr? It's coming over. Holy shit, look at this man. Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Oh my god, look at this. Yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. It has to be like that. It does. The contrast of colors is also quite nice. Rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene. Doesn't feel right. I don't know why. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. That's what clients want. What do you want? Where are you in this work? Oh no. Oh no. I didn't know there was room for me here. That doesn't concern me. I want to do a good job. I want my clients to be satisfied. It is inescapable. We all put ourselves into our work, whether we realize it or not. What does this painting represent? It's November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter. Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Oh, really? Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gernot. Why? Why? What's wrong with it? Why are we protecting the acorns? What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. But it is not the way November is. Art is illusion, storytelling, but in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth. It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth. Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours will outlive us all. What will it say to those who see it in a future generation, centuries beyond our comprehension? Some will gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinions. They are just the thoughts of one old monk. There is no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time. Why is that? Why has Kirsau kept this up for so long? Some people, some places, have a difficult time letting go of the past. I am not among them. The creation of books of art is no longer the province of monasteries. So be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in so doing be brought to truth. Don't you think there's danger in anyone being able to write, anyone being able to read anything? I mean, I've been on Twitter. It's a little dangerous. I think there will always be a place for artists like you and Brother Adoc. Well, let's be hopeful. Pick the second one. And Brother Guy. It's kind of you to say so, Andreas, but you need not be concerned for me. I have lived a long life, and am happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready. That's sweet. God, work, eat, work, sleep. Ugh, that's life. These guys have some horrific backs. Holy cow. Where's the time gone? It is already Tercy? Monastic hour corresponding to 9 a.m. One of the little hours of prayer. Tercy precedes Mass and the chapter meeting. Jesus Christ, when do these people wake up? Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. The Rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. Until later, Andreas. Man, I don't think I'd survive as a monk. Holy cow. So regimented. Oh yeah, get that stretch in. Oh no. Oh. What's going on? Guy's so well animated. Look at that. Oh. What's going on in here? Hang on. Can I check that book? No, not yet. Got some intrigue, boys. What's up, Illuminata? Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint to the floor. But then Prior Ferenc came... Oh, that's what that was. Ferenc came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. That's that guy with the radical facial hair. Gotcha. I wonder if this game is actually rigged in a 3D engine. It probably is, because, like, this stuff, like, the book and the table, like, it's a smooth transition to the 3D space. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me. He was slamming books shut. If Prior Ferenc should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. He seemed to be in a great hurry. I think he's on edge since Baron Rothvogel arrived early. Man, nobles make everyone nervous. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium. Chronica Clara? Oh dear. The Clear Chronicle, a history of the universe from creation to 1082, written by the Irish monk Marianus Scotus. Yeah, I looked up Galileo because I was curious what the model for the universe was, or like for the universe, and it's still geocentric probably in this game. Like Earth's in the middle and everything else revolves around it. Are you still mad at me for borrowing the Chronica Clara? No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason. Not valid? Is it not valid to want to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes? You sound angry. One who wrote masterworks that even now grace libraries at Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz? Let's see here. Cologne is a large, powerful, free imperial city on the River Rhine. Oh, another one. It is a major hub for commerce between Italy and the Netherlands. It is also a popular site for pilgrims, as its cathedral contains relics of the three wise men, represented as crowns on their arms. Cool. Fulda is a town built around an old Benedictine abbey near the center of the empire. Fulda's abbots are imperial princes and wield great power. Mainz is pronounced Mainz. Oh, thank you. Mainz is located on the Rhine River. Mainz is the home of the Archbishop of Mainz. Oh, wow. Never would have guessed that. An elector of the Holy Roman Empire and Primus Germaniae, the Pope's substitute north of the Alps. Okay. No, it's not. Not unless it pertains to your work or the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenz Rothvogel? Why is Prior Ferenc so nervous? And Lorenz is that guy, right? Lorenz, I didn't know you were familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the Prior and Father Abbot have. I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed it. Like what? What did he buy? I can't remember. You know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Of course, I'll help in any way I can, or, well, I was hoping to work on my masterpiece, but I suppose I can help. Let's just be nice. Thank you. It's for the good of the Abbey. Where should I begin? Out there, where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around the scriptorium, I will tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. The first books are 2 volumes of the Aeneid. Aeneid? Aeneid. Okay. A poetic epic telling the legend of Aeneas? Aeneas? That can't be right. Aeneas, a heroic Trojan who struggles to reconcile his personal desires with his destiny to found Rome. It was written in the 1st century BC by the Roman poet Virgil. Ooh. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. Oh no! I didn't know this. I didn't know Imperial units could get worse. Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches? Oh, I know the ones. They're among Pietro's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They are not his to keep. Oh dear. Oh wow, there's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. Those volumes were old even when Pietro started to make the copies. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Pietro. Oh my god, she's walking in the book! Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido. This is so cool. Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Pietro? We all have our vocations. Brother Pietro takes his more seriously than most of the others in this abbey. You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously. Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. Oh dear. Is it really that bad? Oh, baby. What are we thinking, Andreas? What are we thinking? Will it offend my modern sensibilities? Is it really that bad? Is being a woman that limiting? He's having the thought. He's having the thought. He's exaggerating. It's fine. Or, how would you know? True. She knows her life better than I do. You're right, of course. I appreciate that you understand. Woman. Yeah. I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are. Yeah, being locked up in a church because, I don't know, I didn't want to marry some dude sounds rough. Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. I wonder what would happen if you found like a nun and then you showed her like like you just dragged a nun out of like 16th century Holy Roman Empire and you just showed her like Captain Marvel, like no context. I suppose I understand why you are not fond of the Aeneid. It's fine poetry. For men. Now, the books, if you please. Alright, here you go. Thank you. Next, Wretched Garen. This is a printed copy. Green cover, diamond pattern. Wretched Garen is an Italian chivalric romance written by Andrea de Barberino in the early 15th century. The titular character rises from impoverished origins to go on heroic adventures and discover his noble parentage. Originally published as a manuscript and enjoyed greater success as a printed book. I do not have the size in the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough. I know the one you're talking about. Brother Adok was reading it. I love the posing. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. I love that this whole, like, the game we've been playing so far, like, this whole thing we're in the middle of right now is literally just, like, it's just the developers going, hey, you want me to just talk about cool books from the early modern era? I'm gonna fucking talk about it. We're gonna go off for like a while. This isn't gonna have anything to do with anything else. We're just gonna talk about it. Yeah, screw giving a peasant a Torito. Show them some Marvel films. Oh yeah. Just no comprehension. We don't. It belongs to Almadia Rusco of Ugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. Oh, that's an L. I thought it was an E. Lugano. Highly contested Swiss market town. Located in the southwestern Alps, the Dukes of Como and Milan fought for control over it until it was claimed by the Swiss Confederation in 1513. Oh, that was recent. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it. Oh, it's like a videotape from Best Buy, back when Best Buy was a thing. I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. That book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. Oh. A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, then lives a life of adventure, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. You forgot the best part. In the end, Gurren learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictines should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures. Look, they're dudes. I don't know what you want. I suppose you're right. It's better suited for knaves like me. What's the harm? I don't know. What is the harm? Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Guys being dudes. Sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. Ooh. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas, we must return it. Or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter? I hate to see the brothers disappointed, but I understand. It's not my goal to deprive the brothers of their joy, but to return Amadea Rusco's property. The book, please. I don't know, man. Reading about pirates seems like a fun diversion to just fucking tracing art all day. There's only one book left, then you'll be freed from bondage. A dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. Oh, I remember that. I believe Brother Guy was reading it. Oh, hot damn. Yeah, the books in Kingdom Come looked like this. Now that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good. Please bring it here. What is this, anyway? Ah, it's in French. The soul that God touched, empty of sin in the first state of grace. What is this? Oh, cool. Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why won't you tell me what this book is? Because it's a dangerous book, Andreas Mahler. One the previous abbot tolerated in spite of a papal order to destroy it. 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its author shared the same fate. Ooh. What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? Well, up we go. 200 years ago. What? Why? Why is it still here? Because Father Matthias loved books. All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. Man, I respect this man. He was right to do so. Books shouldn't be destroyed even if their content is in question. I can sympathize with him. I don't want to utter total heresy right in front of her, but let's say I can sympathize with him. That's fine, but Father Matthias is gone. It's not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gernot learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. Must the book be destroyed? No one even knows that it's here. I do. So do Mother Cecilia and Father Gernot. Oh, Cecilia's the older one, with the fucking gigantic robe. Well, I refuse to give it to you if all you're going to do is destroy it. Honestly, yeah, fuck off. What? Why not? What are you going to do with it? Read it and become a French heretic. I'm not sure. I'll hide it. Keep it safe. Give me that book or our deal is forfeit. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rothvogel. I appeal to your duty as the librarian of the Abbey not to destroy this book. I propose a compromise. I will take the book from the Abbey far away. I don't know enough theology to do this. I can appeal to your duty. My duty is to God and to the vows I made, made to the rule. But what about the librarian's rule? The rule to protect books. Oh my God. Expressed admiration for the Irish scribe Mariana Scotus. Offered to help Illuminata enthusiastically. Sympathize with Father Matthias. Oh my God. Holy shit. That's cool. What about a compromise? I'll be gone by the time Father Gernot asks about it, and if you like, you can say I stole it. I doubt he'll make a fuss about me stealing a book he wanted destroyed. I don't like this, Andreas. It feels wrong in my heart. Oh, nice. I swear I'll take it far away. It's been out here for years. And besides, how could you have stopped me? I'm trusting you in this, Andreas, against my better judgment. Don't make me regret this. Holy shit, that's nuts. That's nuts. So that's how persuasion works in this game. That's cool. That's very cool. Now then, Baron Rothvogel. Quickly, though. I need to finish up here soon. It's interesting. This game feels like an RPG, but it feels like they boiled down, like, the conversation and interpersonal relationship parts of it down to, like its most functional. Like, they took the combat out and focused entirely on, like, the actual role-playing aspect. And I think that's cool. I think that's really great. This is unfolding the way that Disco Elysium did to me. Yeah, kinda. She may only have time to answer one question, so I should choose carefully. Said that he buys books from the Abbey. What kinds? How long has he been visiting the Abbey? He seemed unusually friendly with me. I don't understand it, honestly. He mentioned finding a copy of the Historia Tassier. He said it's had some scandalous details in it. He mentioned the Father Matthias had a copy and was looking for another to verify its contents. Do you know anything about the book? I have heard of it, but I've never read it, and I know little about its contents. The subject is broad, but I believe the book deals specifically with the Roman occupation of this land. Another detail about the font that's really cool. The letters change how they're shaped. Like you know how like the edges get fuzzy as like right after the letters are put down. It's because the ink is sinking into the parchment. That's cool. I think that's why that is. That's fucking cool. God, this is so neat. What about that could have upset Father Matthias so much, or what do you know about the Romans and Tassing? Let's ask about the Romans. I have no proper education on the subject. I only know the folklore passed between the locals in this community, and of course the miraculous life of Saint Moritz and is intertwined with that of the colony. Saint Moritz is the patron saint of Tassing. Legend states he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic in Kirsau's shrine. Oh shit. But you can always ask Brother Mathieu about the saint. It's a story he's told hundreds of times. Gotcha. Well, what's the folklore then? There were pagans here first, before the Romans. They dug the old salt mine. Then the Romans came, worked the mine, built the aqueduct and the foundations of the keep beneath us. St. Moritz's legion came. St. Satia helped them and was martyred for it. St. Satia is one of Tassing's patron saints. Satia was a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided St. Moritz's soldiers with food in the dead of winter. She was martyred for her actions. Tragic. And then the Romans left. They took their slaves, their legions, and their gods with them. Another tribe moved in and built a new town on the bones of the old. Sic transit gloria Romae. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andreas. Wait, how will you get to the church if you can't enter the scriptorium? I thought this was the only door into the library. The library. We are standing in the oldest part of the abbey. Just like any old place, it has its share of secrets. Good day, Andreas. God be with you. Do they have an underground tunnel or something to protect the chastity of the sisters? Is that what that is? Cert. That's the bell for... Oh, it's sext. Okay. Monastic hour corresponding to noon. One of the little hours of prayer, followed by dinner. Okay. I should see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. I guess they're just... I guess lunch is dinner and dinner is supper now. Oh, Otto looks pretty cool. I think he's working by the guest house below the abbey. Dude, I love how stylish some of these, like, this game is. I really dig when a game has, like, a UI that's just oozing, like, presentation. I wonder what Prior Ferenc was doing with his book. What's going on here? From the library of the University of Five Churches. The Hungarians call it PEX. That's where Ferenc is from. Doctor of Theology, George of Gran. Did Ferenc steal this? God, what am I pointing at? Ah, the Speculum Astronomiae, Albertus Magnus's Defense of Astrology. Albertus Magnus was a renowned 13th century Dominican theologian, philosopher, astrologer, and bishop of Regensburg. A prolific writer, he was known primarily for his work on Aristotle and his knowledge of natural science. Okay. Sloppy bookhand. Couldn't have been produced by an abbey of note. Bastard script. Bastard script. Burgundian? Flemish. Not from here and not recently. Oh shit. That's definitely Ferenc's handwriting between the lines and the margins. Is he notating the text for the University of Pex? Is he notating the text for his personal use? Is he notating the text for the benefit of future readers? We'll say personal use. In any case, it's a thorough commentary. What's this? What's this? It looks scribbled. Not like Ferenc to be so sloppy. And he didn't even blot the ink dry. Libra, Capricorn, Aries? All astrological symbols. What's written below? Maybe I should have learned Greek at some point. I can't make any sense of this. Wait, the Volvel I found also has Greek letters on it. They must be connected, but how? The outer ring of the Volvel is marked with alchemical symbols, but this cipher has astrological symbols. Oh wait, of course. Each astrological symbol is associated with one of the 4 elements. I just need to make these associations on the Volvel, and I should be able to solve this cipher. Oh, cool. Okay, so Ferenc's up to something shady. Take a look at the Volvel while everyone's eating. Now that I know the connection between the astrological symbols on the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volvel, Frank's note should be easy to decipher. A good thing he wrote it down. Hang on. Fire, earth, air, water. That can't be right. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is some. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Okay, wheel. Okay. I see it. So water. That'll be. So that's Pisces. We've got water here. Oh no, wait, hang on. Wait. So this is. I don't know what this is. Air. We'll do that first. No. Sure. Hang on. That's. Okay, wait. That's air. This next one is earth. This next one's fire. This one's water. This one's fire again. You get air. This is Scorpio. Earth. This one's not fire. This was this is earth. Gerhard? As in the late brother Gerhard? Yes. It can't be a coincidence. Hi, Gerhard. Brother Gerhard died sometimes last year. How does this connect to him? Is it an anagram using Gerhard's name? Arid? Hardier? Where's the G go? God, I'm sure Adoc would know. Maybe it's not an anagram. Let me think. He uses his name for abbreviate. Why his name? And why Heigerhard? Dutch? No, not Flemish or French. Let me think. Did he use his name for an abbreviation? That's a lot of letters for an abbreviation. A cipher inside of a cipher? Perhaps? I don't know. Let me think. Wait, maybe it's an abbreviation and a name. So it's H.I. Gerhard? What's H.I.? Hod Ignota? No. Hink Ile Lacrime? Oh my god, it's so much easier. It's simpler. Hic Yaset, here lies. Here lies Gerhard. This is a lot of assumptions we're making. What's the significance? I suppose I should find where Gerhard is buried. I just got an achievement called Like a Record Baby. Outstanding. The Abbey Cemetery seems like a good place to start. Oh, cool. We're checking out graves. This is happening a lot earlier than I thought it would. Now a good time. Wait. I like. What's everyone doing in the? Is everyone just gone? What's happening in the cellar? Ethan. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that our man here actually runs. Lucas, hello, Andreas. How's it going in the kitchen? Is brother Wojslav working you hard? Not too bad. Brother Wojslav is nice to me. It's Father Abbott and Brother Pryor who make things hard. How so? I shouldn't. Sorry about that. I shouldn't complain. They just like their food a certain way, and I'm not that. Oh, hang on. I actually do need a message. One sec. Okay. They just like their food a certain way, and I'm not that good at cooking yet. That's rough. I'm sure Brother Wojslav will teach you all in time. What you all need is more variety. Want me to get you some mushrooms from the Oh. Risky. I know all the best types, you understand. Oh, best in green. If you think that will help, I only use what's in the cellar. We're about to poison someone on accident. Brother Adok complains about his food too, but he complains to Brother Wojslav. What does Brother Adok know about food anyway? He's from Cornwall. I don't even know where that is. It's a land to the west, across the sea, where all they eat is fish. Sounds miserable, but that's always what he complains about, the fish. Sorry about that. A friend of mine needs some help, so that's why I'm talking. It's kind of a time-sensitive thing, or I don't want to let it sit, so that's why I'm doing this while on stream. He just likes to complain, I think. Don't lose heart, Brother Lucas. You're still learning. Thanks. See you later, Andreas. Until later. The bat. God give you health. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Andreas. Andreas. God bless you, Andreas. Good day, Andreas. Wojslav. Morning, Andreas. How's living with the Gertners? It's great. We're a lively family. Lovely. They're a lovely family. Good. We get along well enough. Well, it's a room in a peasant home, so I can't expect much. Holy shit. I'd say they're a lovely family. Clara's a good woman, and she looks after Big Jorg and Eva like they were her own. They're both almost fully grown. True. I suppose it's less than they need looking after, more than she cares to. Little Ursula's in good hands. There's Ursula. What an adorable girl, I gotta say. It looks like she'd be able to gnaw someone's ankles off, though. If I don't see you around the Abbey later, maybe I'll see you in Tassing tomorrow. Until then. When the brothers eat their meals, this is where the lector reads to them. I see. Figure. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Andreas. This guy's got an eye patch. Holy shit. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? The brothers and sisters are well, so I am well. Thank God. Andreas, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately? Which one's that? Oh, the printer guy. Okay. Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe he may be receiving a medical text from Bologna soon. I'm quite interested in it. Bologna is one of the largest cities in Italy. Bologna has been a center of the arts for centuries. It houses a well-known university which was home to both Dante and Petrarch. Ooh. Can you read Italian? No, little Italian, and my Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it, if he has the time. I'm sure he will make time. He is a patient teacher. That he is. I will see you later, Andreas. Until then. Oh my god. Alright, it's just, I'm having a weird conversation. I'm helping a friend out. He decided to cap off our conversation with a picture of someone's armpit, which is something. Alright, I guess that's everything for now. What were recipes the brothers have for peas? These cucumbers are growing quickly. I'm sure whatever isn't eaten will be pickled. Ah, yes, pickles. Can't get away from pickles. There's the Abbott house. Ooh, we can check this place out. I think we can. It's a dog! Hang on. Yeah! Oh yeah. This is a good video game. This is excellent. This is what I like to fucking see. Aww. That's a good video game. Alright, see you later, boy. animal pens, and then up to the cemetery. This is the video game. This is a video game. I love this. They should require if we had more historical video games and they became like the sort of thing that teachers used to teach history instead of books. I think that'd be great because I feel like if you're in like high school or middle school, you'll pay more attention to something that you have to actually interact with to like push things along. Huh, Ferenc Cipher pointed here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Okay, so there's Ikyaset Freighter Gerhardes de Indepons. MDXVII, that's what? 1,000... What's the D? This will be a really good tool because it spawns discussion. It does. I know M is 1,000, X is 10, VII is 17, so it's 1 something 17. Probably 15, 17 maybe? Is the D 500? Because I know C is 100. Here lies Gerard. That's all we got. How's our... What's our journal? A few more pages. Another day, another few pages. Yeah. Clara kindly gave me some food for dinner. I should see if Otto and Endris are around. Otto is working below the abbey, between the guest house and the abbot's house. The gardener's taxes? Oh, Jesus. I can get I managed to convince Brother Mathieu to pay me early for my manuscript. Luckily, I didn't need to convince the abbot. I should get the money to Clara. Okay. Oh, cool. So this is Ex Libris is all of your like the little factors into what your character is. Gotcha. Okay, so I should go below the abbey. It would be an interesting technique to integrate Let's Play elements in the class as well. That'd be cool, yeah. Games for like the longest time have been like, it's like the old classic, you know, like something new comes around, it's just, oh, that's just a newfangled thing kids are all about, and then it'll just kind of become more integrated into society and culture until it becomes like, until people like value it more. That'd be neat. Because like you can watch movies in classes just fine, movies and documentaries and TV shows, and those all used to be just kind of like, you know, those used to not be considered as valuable as books, I'd say. There's a lot here. There's like a little glossary that tells you all the little terms that you learn. There's people. There's like descriptions for all of them. Lucky's the stone mason. Interesting. I do feel like I feel like, because one thing is that like I learned a bunch about European history. I took an AP Euro class in high school, and it's like there's like a foundation. It's interesting seeing it like come to life. It feels more real when like there's characters I'm seeing that are actually interacting with what's going on, you know. The foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land, not long after the death of Christ. Yeah, and that's like one thing I feel like they try to do with books, where it's like, you know, like reading about the 1920s and going, oh yeah, there was no, like reading about the 1920s where it's like, oh yeah, there were people that were fabulously rich and throwing parties with alcohol, even though the prohibition was happening. There was a lot of hedonism at that level, at like that social class. You can read about all of that, or you could read The Great Gatsby or watch the adaptation of The Great Gatsby, and that brings it to life in a new way that like makes it better, you know. It's more when I engage with it that way, it sticks in my head better than just knowing facts. These two markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the abbey. Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Kirsau's Pomer in the 14th century. Oh, power, probably. Yeah, he put it upside down. Power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. Oh, I like that. When you see a descriptor like the second time in a row, your character doesn't have the typo because they already wrote it once. A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. Yeah, realize the perception of what it's like. It makes it come to life, and when it comes to life, it's more real. So there's a crown. One of these parts must move somehow. No, that's nothing special. The key, maybe? The key. Oh, that was it. Now what? Oh. Are we invading the library? Alright, look out, nuns. Here I come. A secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. Oh, never mind. Wait, are we... Okay, yeah. I guess Andreas is too proper to spook a bunch of nuns. Behold, it is I, a man. Ah! We still need to find Otto. Working below the abbey, between the guest house and the abbot's house. Gotcha. Okay, that's outside, so we need to, like, leave. Okay. So since we're... Okay, we don't get fed by the church because we're not actually a part of the church. We're just an artist working with them. I gotcha. Convent garden, I'm not going in there. There's the horses, looking demonic. There's Martin. Go away, Andreas. Can't you see I'm busy? You know, if you're looking to pilfer from the Baron, I recommend smaller valuables. Not really, what's going on? Mind your own business. Only curious, and curiosity is a virtue. You're nothing but a snoop and a windbag. Piss off. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Fuck off, Martin. Good day, Master Mahler. Ah, Andreas, good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message. Ah, yes. Afternoon, Andres, Otto. Clara did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Ah, the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 How did the morning treat you? I've had a bad morning. Barely got anything done and my neck's aching anyway. Well, let's not complain right away. Not too bad, thanks. I hurt my damned hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house. Oh my god. What are we eating? We've got rye bread, we've got almonds, we've got sheep's milk cheese. I guess open up with some bread, maybe. There we go. It's not that bad of an injury. It just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry and we're expected to do work here when it suits him. Cheese. Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the abbey. Casting pilgrims' badges isn't really smithing, but I don't mind. Anyway, I saw you walking with that Baron Rothvogel in the meadow on your way up here. What's that all about? Is he to check on a commission? I understand he was friendly with Father Matthias. I think he might be here to pressure Brother Piero into finish the manuscript he's working on. As far as I can tell, he's come to terrorize the people of Tassing and Curacao. Checking out a commission. He was, though Father Matthias had some misgivings about the Baron. He does seem like he has an unsavory side to him. You've got that right. He's been known to fool around with young women. He's married, of course. Otto, that's only gossip, and it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that. It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back. Old Rannig. May he rest in peace. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's why Otilia doesn't like him, because he fucking beat her husband to death. Holy shit. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know, but if he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that. He beat someone? That doesn't seem like the sort of thing he would do. It's not my affair, not my affair. I can't speak to it. I wasn't there either, but I do know that it happened. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that. What did you talk about then? I mean, no offense, but what does a nobleman have in common with an artist? He talked to me about my work. He's fascinated by both art and books. Martin Luther, at my time at the university, a variety of other things. He's quite well educated. He could sense my inherent moral quality, Otto. Yeah, Martin Luther and such. Sure, I imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from. Yes, that is true. This bitterness and envy are not good for a Christian soul's, Otto. It's not envy, Andreas. No one should get away with what he does, what this abbey does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problems with the books the abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. No, I understand. I see why people resent the abbot's rule. He's a harsh lord. I think you're being unfair. The abbey does Tassing a lot of good, more than you realize. Oh, Otto, did you see that the Bowers sheep escaped the grazing fields again? No, but I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence, and he probably did a bad job at it. Yeah. He's always in a foul mood. It could be the laziest soul in Tassing. He can't even hold a hammer properly. Married and a father at such a young age, and that guy's married? And he barely lifts a finger for his wife or child. On top of that, he's a damn thief. And before you say it, Endress, that's more than just gossip. Look at him, over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort. I admit, he seemed less than helpful when I saw him this morning. He's just a boy. He's still trying to change. He's a born shirker, sure enough. I know one when I see one. Especially when you look in a mirror. Speaking of the Bowers sheep, their ewes are... What? Is it ewes? Hang on. Or is it ewe? I think they're called ewes. Their ewes are shorn and the women will be spinning it soon. Otto. I got it, Endress. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. I have something planned. Looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. Right. I'll catch up in a moment, Endress. Oh, Andreas, say hello to Eva for me if you get a chance. Is there something going on? Of course. I should return to work in the scriptorium until later. Back to work. Oh, there's the storm. There's that perpetual stew. God be with you, Andreas. Nicholas always looks kind of concerned. Anything to say, Martin? Nope. You're supposed to talk to Mathieu about something, right? God bless you, Andreas. Hello, Brother Mathieu. What are you doing out here? I thought you were aware that in addition to my role as Cursow's sacrist, I attend to the shrine of St. Moritz. He is the patron of Tassing and Curacao both, so it is my duty to ensure his reliquary is well cared for. The shrine is always beautifully kept. Whenever I visit, I always leave inspired. I don't understand the fuss. It's only a hand. We'll compliment the guy. The martyrdom of St. Moritz provides inspiration to us all. You're familiar with the life of St. Moritz, are you not? I've been so focused on my masterpiece, I never had a moment to learn about St. Moritz. I'm afraid I don't make a habit of learning about every saint I come across. We'll say I've been focused. Well, you ought to learn something about Tassing's patron saint while you're here. By all means. St. Moritz is most widely known for his martyrdom at the hands of the Romans. He protected a town of Christians from slaughter, and in turn he and his legion were decimated. Ooh. Oh, no, wait. Decimated used to mean, like, split into 10 or something like that, right? What do you mean his legion? Wouldn't that mean he was a Roman soldier? Yes, he was a Roman citizen and led a legion made up entirely of Christians into Bavaria, which is a powerful duchy in the southeastern Holy Roman Empire. It is east of Swabia and north of Tyrol. Tassing and Curacao sit in the extreme south of the duchy near the border with Tyrol. Okay. When he refused to kill the Christians, even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor had his legion massacred. Oh, he actually did kill them, never mind. Most of the pilgrims who visit come knowing only this, if anything, about his life. However, Tassing venerates St. Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save it from destruction. St. Moritz came here? Indeed. He and his legion were snowed into this pass, and the townsfolk refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's leader, Sasha, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. She led Moritz to a spring, and as soon as she was baptized, the snow melted, revealing all manner of fruits. Moritz and his legion were saved by these miraculous gifts. The town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains. How did Moritz end up in Tassing? Sasha got martyred as well, I think. The Roman soldiers dismembered St. Moritz for fear he would resurrect like Christ. The Christians of the town fled with his body so that it would not be further desecrated, and his hand was preserved here. What an astounding story. Thank you for the history lesson, Brother Mathieu. You are welcome, Master Mahler. God bless you. Until later, brother. There's Carl. Oh, hello, Andreas. Hello, Carl. You seem busier than usual today. I'm behind in my work. I went up to the shrine of St. Moritz this morning to pray for his aid. The candle I lit had all but burned away, but I was there for so long, but now I need to catch up. You go to the shrine very often. Your dedication is impressive. If I'm ever in a church that long, I must have fallen asleep. You go to the shrine very often? I usually go every autumn for a good harvest. Now that Helena's pregnant, I've tried to pray every week. Her mother had trouble in childbirth, so I've been paying visits to Moritz's hand and Satia's shrine to pray for his aid. I hope the saints hear your prayers since you're spending so much time with it. Got a cool little gang over there. Can I go into the convent garden? I don't think I can. This okay? Oh. God bless you, Master Mahler. Oh, okay, this is fine. Sister Matilda, how are you doing? Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's necessary to perform our work. Ah, forgive me, sorry to bother you. Thank you, Master Mahler. Can I bother the other ones? Marguerite. God bless you. Brother Piero. Oh, she's blind. No, wait, it's Master Mahler. I thought you couldn't see Mr. Marguerite. During the day, I can see some colors. How did you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell the pigments you use. Well, you're taller, and you have another smell to you, like a fish or burned almonds. Oh, that's old linseed oil. Popular among the Italians, but Brother Piero doesn't use it. I'll ask Sister Gertrude about it. Gertrude's... Ah, she's a... I see it. Oh, there's Sister Gertrude's herbs coming. It's too early to tell. Most of them won't be grown until May. Still, working with herbs suits me. Have a good day, Sister Marguerite. God bless you, Master Mahler. I'm engaged. I like this. Sister's trying to keep the garden well tended. There's a cat! Oh my god! Its name is Mousefonger! Oh yeah, look at that cat. That thing is satisfied. Oh yeah. Hang on. That sounds like it's gonna be something hilarious in German. Hang on. That's Danish. Hang on. Its name is Mousecatcher. That's funny. There's Sophie. God bless you, Master Mahler. How are things going in the nun's kitchen? I mean no offense, Master Mahler, but I cannot speak with men. Ah, my apologies. God bless you. And you as well, sister. Getting the cold shoulder here. Sister Gertrude dries and stores all of her herbs here. Something I can look at. Passing is lucky to have so much woundwort naturally growing. I had to buy it back in Nuremberg. Interesting. Oh, hot damn, she's on fire! Painting of Hildegard of Bingen, Mother Cecilia's favorite. Bingen? Bingen? Hildegard of Bingen was a... Oh my god, it's a toad with a hat! You see that? Ew! It's Wednesday, my dudes. Benedictine abbess, visionary, mystic, and prolific writer on a variety of subjects from theology to musical composition to medicine. Outstanding. The doors into the convent are locked to outsiders. Men, at least. That makes sense. Bingen? Yeah, I had it right. Alright. Ah, feverfew. It always smells so fresh. Sister Gertrude is wise to have some in the garden. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? I noticed you took the sisters inside when I walked up with the Baron. What concern is it of yours? It just seemed unusual. The Baron just arrived to see the abbot in the scriptorium. It isn't appropriate for the sisters to interact with men. Is that all? I have answered your question, Andreas. Good day. Good day. Yeah, there's totally something else going on. This door must lead into the rest of the convent. Not for me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm surprised we got as far as we did. Check out the shrine. There's the hand. A reliquary containing the hand of Saint Moritz, which is said to have once held the holy lance. Also called the Spear of Destiny or the Lance of Longinus. It is the lance that pierced Jesus' side on the cross. Many legends surround the lance and several places claim to possess it. Ooh. Brother Mathieu maintains this shrine along with some of the sisters who paint badges for pilgrims. Gotcha. Pilgrims wear badges. I wonder why. Oh, is it to? I guess it's to show that they're like on a holy journey. I guess. We need to get back to work, right? Should probably do that in a sec. Saint Luke, the patron of artists, is also the patron of healers. Interesting. There's Florian. God bless you, Andreas. Most of these medicines were made by Agnes Steinauren with some help from Sister Gertrude. Agnes is a tough-looking woman, I see. Got Upper Abbey, Monastery Laquarium, Volkbert. Good day, Andreas. I feel like God bless you, Andreas is gonna be this game's like standard greeting. There, like in the community around Kingdom Come Deliverance has a lot of fun with this one. Like the character in that game is called, his name's Henry, right? And when you pass by people and you have a good reputation, people are like, Henry's come to see us. Jesus Christ be praised. They say that a lot. Alright, I think I'm figuring out my way around. That's up to the church. This goes to the Bailey, which we gotta cross to get to the scriptorium. Yeah, there we go. Ferenc is here. What do you want, buddy? Is something up, dude? Brother Adok, this work, I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. You're working like you want to see this place closed. Brother Prior, I am working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent, praise be to God. Oh God. And Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable. Many apologies, Brother Prior, I will work harder. Piero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on his progress, and this is all you have? You should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age? Oh, Jesus Christ. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the seasons have changed? Well, you're not the one who will have to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical. Yeah, your manager's a bitch. He is. Oh. Oh. I don't want to. I shouldn't phrase it like that in the House of God. Excuse me, Prior Frank, but I believe your point is made. Andreas, I'll remind you that I am the master of the scriptorium, and you are a guest here. I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Priero's work is unacceptably. Shut the fuck up, guy. You are insufferable, good Brother Guy. Oh God, give me the patience to endure this. Please, everyone, this is my work, and I accept responsibility for it. Prior Ferenc is right. Oh God, it's Lorenz. Prior Ferenc, is this mine? It must be, yes. I don't like his facial expression. It is, my lord. I can explain. No, I don't want excuses. I come all this way, and to be honest, I expected more. It's nowhere near finished, and the style is... well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel my generosity toward Kirsau is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story? No, of course, my lord. Never. What is that word supposed to be? Okay, we can fix this, of course. We only want to accommodate you. See, typos on top of, like Gothic script is really throwing me off while I'm reading this. Ah, Andreas, good to see you again. Good to see you, Lorenz. My lord, if you... I mistapped that. Father Gernot. Oh God, guys, the owner is here. Everyone act normal. Father Gernot, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable. Well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy complete it if speed is your No, I'm not talking about the script. That's fine. But the art, the illustrations. I want Andreas to do the others. Of course. I mean, if Andreas is alright with it. Takes the pressure off of Brother Piero. I'd be delighted to leave the work. Ah, well, Abbott, I'm trying to finish my masterwork. Please, at the moment. Well, I will do what I have to do. It takes the pressure off of Piero. There we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Abbott, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord. Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us. I'm gonna have to blow off the truckers. This sucks. Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend the Prince Bishop would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think? I understand. Yes, you're right, of course. Andreas may join us for supper. I look forward to it. You had this planned. You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. Oh. That's beyond ridiculous. Listen to yourself. Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am. Yes, you are, and you've embarrassed me, the Abbot, and the Abbey. Prior Ferenc is right, of course. No wonder we don't get more commissions. What the fuck is wrong with you, Guy? Guy, can you stop flattering the... I read that as flirting as first. Wait, can you stop flirting with the Prior for 1 minute? If anyone's the embarrassment here, it's you, Ferenc. You're so insincere, you're so insincere, and you're so obvious about it, Guy. I should defend myself a little. Brothers! If you please, Sisters Dana and I would prefer it if you could keep the noise down. It sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. Well, that was not wonderful, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up in the lavatorium for supper at the Abbot's table. Oh, we work for a long time. These people work like 10 to 12 hours a day. That's rough. No wonder they're making illustrations in the margins. I'd be so distracted if I had to work this much. What am I doing now? Sorry, I don't pay enough attention. Just getting used to the controls. You know how it is. Alright. Lunch is done. Nice catching up. Lorenz invited me to eat at the Abbot's table. I'm not sure I'm welcome, but I can't refuse the invitation. I should wash up at the lavatorium in the cloister and then join the brothers in the refectory, and I still need to hand the fam that's boarding me their taxes. Oh, dear. Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper, though the circumstances are unusual to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will, but it will be good to have you with us. That's a shame. I always enjoy your talks. Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the Abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. I hope I don't make a fool of myself. These men are far above my station. I wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Well, let's go with the first one. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the Prior treated you. It's not fair. It's humiliating. Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you in your work. And when you leave us, all of us at Curacao Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend Lorenz, the Baron Rothvogel, to help you in your career. He's wrong, you know. Ferenc is wrong about you being slow. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old just because a nobleman says so. Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will ride over the present. You need not fear it, any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside. God, Pierre's so nice. It's tragic. Alright, hands washed. Stomach empty. Let's go eat. God, where's the refectory? It's down here. I passed it. Chapter house. God. Cloister, kitchen cellar, chapter house. Oh, it's over here on the right. Gotcha. I misread the map. There we go. There's a refectory. Okay. God, he's so unbearably smug. Andreas, glad you can join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Gernot, Father Thomas, Prior Ferenc. Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Oh, the Gospel of Matthew, wonderful. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it." Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Oh, God. Dickhead. I will give you the keys of the kingdom and of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gernot, have you read anything by Martin Luther? I can't say that I... He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. This guy's just here to start shit. Holy cow. Oh, God. Everyone stopped moving. Look at everyone's expressions. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail on your last visit. The quail? My God, Father Babbitt, the quail's the quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see the value in his ideas, do you not? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Mathieu, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the Church's sale of indulgences? This guy's about to mention that I said his thoughts were interesting, and I'm gonna get fucking excommunicated. Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine, fine. What about Andreas? Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther could spare some thoughts on his work. He's really put me in a difficult position. Why not join in a debate? It may bring everyone closer to understanding the truth. I need to be quiet. I don't know what else to do. To hell with the abbot. If he can't handle a little criticism, he isn't fit to sit at the fancy table. God, the silence in this room is deafening. Holy shit. Because the abbot will be furious with me, that's why. I wait, hang on. I need to show you guys something. Hang on. Fucking what? Look at our man here in the bottom right corner from Ethiopia. He does not want to be here. He's just looking back and forth like, oh shit. Oh, this is great. Okay, fuck. I'm kind of split here because I like the guys of the church, but I also don't want to piss off Lorenz because like I do think like debate would be, and I am kind of curious what would happen here, but I don't think this is appropriate. God, this is hard. I'm already in hot water with Ferenc. And I don't want to piss literally everybody off. So I'm just gonna... I'm gonna stay quiet. At 2, Andreas? I expected more of you. Enough! Lord Rothvogel, you are our guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Mathieu, or with any other brother. Is that clear? I suppose, Father, it is your abbey, but you're taking too much offense at this and you're far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it. What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church or on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous. Outrageous. How dare you? I see. I've overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I've ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Taciae. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Oh shit. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas, good night. Thank you, Andreas, for not letting him engage you in his debate. No good would have come of it. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in the chapter privately. Ah, fuck, I'm getting kicked out too. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I will take my leave as well. Good night. I guess Thomas has, like, the simpler writing because he communicates with the townspeople. Like, he handles the church down there. Don't worry about Father Gernot and the Baron. I'm sure it will all be fine by morning. I hope Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself. I think the Baron should apologize if he wants to be forgiven. I think I'm Matthew and Andreas. Our forgiveness should come like the God's love, freely, without condition. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? That is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I'm just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. I love how chill Piero is. I think he's going to die at some point in the story. An awkward supper. Hell, yeah, it was. I should get some sleep. We're gonna see something at night. There's a lamp burning in the guest house. Lorenz must still be awake. I wonder how he's doing. What was he thinking? He's a baron, but you couldn't have expected that to go well. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. A poor night for stargazing. I should get back to the Gertners. Wait, is someone gonna kill Lorenz? Hang on. I know this is a... Because I know this game's a mystery. And I think someone dies, but I'm not sure. Because, like, if his lamp's still on, that means someone's in there and awake. What's that in the distance? Huh? Ugh! Are you alright, Master Mauler? Oh, it's Till. I believe that I may have just seen the physical manifestation of a spirit. The ghost? Maybe? It could be a Roman, maybe even an old pagan. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. Interesting. Well, I think I found Johann's last lost sheep. I'm going to head home. Oh, cool. That's what the sheep herder looks like. Take care, Master Mauler. I will. Thank you, Till. I want to be friendly with the village people. Except Iris is beautiful. Except Martin, because Martin's an asshole. And I also want to be friendly with oh shit. And I also want to be friendly with the church, since they're the guys that, like, pay me. Lorenz. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, Lorenz is interesting, but I'm not going to sacrifice other relationships for him, is how I feel right now. I don't want to explore the woods at night right now. I think that might be a bad idea. Snowdrops, one of the only flowers that can bloom this early in spring at this altitude. I just go up to the mill. Can I just go wherever? Oh, I could go to the ruins. I can check those out. A child's drawings. I wonder who the artist is. Wow, I see children draw the same regardless of the time period. Elapsed. This must have allowed access to the aqueduct. Okay, that's all we've got going on here, I guess. Staub. There's a whole variety of animals we can pet. What are you doing out here in the rain, boy? They should let you inside. Alright, catch you later then. This is the 1500s. There are no rules. You can just walk places, but it's cold. This looks like a Dutch windmill. What's it doing in Bavaria? Ah! No! Oh shit. Pale horse! Pale horse! Still on the floor! Hello? Are you alright in there? Matins! Matins, the pale horse! Death! Monastic hour corresponding to 2 a.m. is used for the night prayer. Oh. Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Yes. Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now? Hang on. Let's turn the volume down a tiny bit. Yes, you are with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite alarming. Is she alright? She is, yes. Sister Amelie is a mystic, gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others. What's she doing in there? Does she live in the church? She lives there, yes. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed her before. If you come to Mass more often, you would see that I give her communion through a window to her cell. Her cell? She's an anchoress, a religious hermit so devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions. So she's been going nuts. Is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Curacao? Neither. She came here from Benedictine Abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. I am her confessor and caretaker. Many anchoresses are not literate. I write down her visions to help interpret them. I thought all of the monks and nuns at Curacao could read, even poor brother Volkbert. Who's that guy? Okay. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Oh, they changed the font because now he knows she isn't literate. Of course, sister. Sounds like she is in a great deal of pain. She is. She feels a pain that is both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them as best as I can. The physical pain comes from a deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. Oh, that's rough. I know of no cure for that, save prayer to the Almighty. Sister Amelie was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? Oh no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could still have many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills it. Still, the argument at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over our thoughts. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas. Good night, Father. Franz Bauer and Widow Kemprin. I don't think the Druckers are asleep. Central Town, Town Commons. There's a lot of areas in this game. Sherman's, John Bauer Farm. Gertner, that's where we're going. Oh, the old man's asleep. This is where the peasants sleep, and they're aw, she's the little girl's all tucked up with her mom. That's cute. Wow, they let me have a nice bed. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Yeah, let's go to sleep. Oh. Load. Prime. Have I given the Gertners their fucking money yet? Time to get back to work. Wah! Shh, it's alright, Ursula. Good morning, do you need any help? No, a little crying won't hurt her. Besides, I think we've gotten almost all the leaks now. Ursula's my first child, and she's been a handful, but I think I may have the hang of it now. Big Jorg has been a godsend. He helped Christine with Eva while she was a baby. I never took you for a family man, Andreas. Not yet. I just wanted to be helpful, or I have 2 older brothers, both married, so there are plenty of nieces and nephews for me to play uncle to. Yeah, family, man. Do I respect the family? Sure, why not? I appreciate the offer. You'll make a fine husband someday, Andreas. When will the storm let up? It's been going all morning. Peter and Jork are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best as they can. Oh my, is the farm in danger? There's always a danger with this much rain, but we've lived through worse. Whatever happens, it will be as God wills it. We must have faith in Providence and ensure what is to come. Oh, I have some food for you. Here, sorry I couldn't prepare anything more. Thank you. Otto wanted me to say hello, by the way. Oh, he did? Haha. Good, thank you. Have a good date at the Abbey, Andreas. Try to stay dry. There's something there I don't understand. Thanks, you too. Good luck. Be good, Ursula. Can I... Wait, hang on. I want to give the woman her rent, Andreas. Are you doing alright, Peter? No, I'm not. Some of our sheep escaped and I'd rather not spend my morning fixing this damned wall for the 3rd time this year. This is the way it always is. Rain falls on the Abbey and rolls downhill to us little people. Well, it's hard to blame the Abbey for that. That's just how rain works. There's a reason we're down here and they're up there, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get back to this. See you later. Hang on. Can you give Clara her money? Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. I have something for you. Oh? This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe the Abbey. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. We'll say they've been gracious hosts. But Andreas, how did you even find so much coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare for yourself? I convinced Brother Mathieu to pay me a bit early. I wanted to be sure you could pay your taxes in time. Oh, God bless you 1,000 times, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. I'm happy to help Clara. It's the Christian thing to do. You're a good man, Andreas. Thank you. I'll let you move on with your day. God bless you. Oh, God. Until later. Alright, paid in full. Ursula. Alright. So, we've got another day of work ahead of us, but for right now, we've been at this for a while, so I'm going to call it for today. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I think I really, really enjoyed the art style. Like, what is going on with this cat? Who did this to you? He's strapped to a rocket. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, like, as I said, I love the art style, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And, it's interesting. It's really interesting so far. I'm, like, enjoying the history and the, I'm historying the industry, the history and the art. And, I feel, it's been a while since I played something, like, actually, like, medieval. Not medieval fantasy, but just medieval. So, I'm having a pretty good time. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, and tomorrow we'll be back at the usual time for Final Fantasy XII, so maybe I'll see some of you then. Until then, I hope you all have a fabulous weekend and a fabulous week following. Also, since Twitter is not doing so hot right now, I'm probably going to start uploading schedules to, like, posting them on YouTube as well, just so, you know, just in case the bird dies. So, yeah, just consider yourself notified of that. Anyway, that's all I had to say, so I'll let you guys go. Alright, bye-bye.